See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage, not this intoxicating. This is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop. No, I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man.
You know the vibes, TOTB, the dopest. Full effect, once again, of course, you know what time it is, man. Thinking outside the box, and back on your screen. Thanks y'all for rocking with us season after season, episode after episode, man. You cannot get rid of us, man. Of course, you know every time you want the latest and the greatest information out there in the land, you come right here to TOTB because where else you gonna go, right? Drink Champs? This is where you come. Thank you guys for rocking with us again, man. We are here in front of a live studio audience. We about to rock it, man. We are here fresh off of Vegas. Vegas was a whole vibe. So we want to thank everybody that rocked with us when we was in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, man, had a great show. So we back in Chicago, rocking it with some more great guests. We're celebrating the man, the myth, Moolah Monster's birthday. Captain Controversial himself, man. So
I try not
to. Once again, man, thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Y'all know what it is. We got a fire episode, man. Be sure, whatever you're doing right now, go tell your friends to go share this episode because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna be on TikTok that's gonna get us in trouble, okay? Especially me. I be getting in TikTok. I be getting in trouble a lot on TikTok.
Yeah, they don't like you no more,
man.
man.
They don't like me, man. I used to be the swole dude, the bald head dude, you know what I'm saying? That was cute. Now, you know,
shout out to the bald dude.
There you go. Turned on me real fast. Okay, so look. Y'all know what it is. We about to get into it, man. Of course, we're going to get into our guests in a second, but we got to get into the panel, the guys, the legends. Starting with the birthday boy, Moolah Man. So what's up? Where can they find you?
Moolah Monster Collection on Instagram, moolahmonster.com. Check me out.
You know it. The man all the way over there to my right, the man, the myth, the legend, Holy Grind. Say what's up. Where can they find you, bro?
What up, great people? You can find me at Holy Grind on Instagram, at Holy Grind on Facebook, and of course, TOTB_show on YouTube. Stay tuned.
You know the vibes. Right next to him, the philosopher, B Scholar. What's up, man? Where they find you?
Black_IG, Black_TikTok.
There it is. And of course, Reggie moving forward. You can find me at the NASSOCIETY or simply Reggie moving forward on Facebook. You just call me RMF. And we are
Thinking Outside the Box.
Time to get it, man.
Yeah.
All right, so look, check it out, man. We have the privilege of doing this show for going on 3 years, man. Rocking and rolling. The numbers have been skyrocketing every single season, every single episode. They keep having us come back, right? So we're doing something right. And we had a lot of great guests, you know. Be sure you follow us once again, TOTB_show on YouTube, on TikTok, which is trending, 150K viewers and followers and subscribers and comments.
All over the country.
All over the
United
world.
Kingdom, Germany.
All over.
Yeah, all that.
And that is at TOTB20 on TikTok, man. So follow us there. We have the honor and the privilege of having two great gentlemen on the show that's only going to enhance the nuances of what we bring to the nation.
Indeed.
We're going to start with my homie right over here, man. My man Chris. We're doing a lot of great things. Hey, man, what's up, man? Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Where can they find you at, bro?
You find me on Instagram at 747 Shields. Find me on TikTok at 747 Shields and Facebook at Chris Shields.
I love it, man. Hey, man, thank you for coming on the show,
I
man.
appreciate
I've been
you.
hearing a lot of great things about you,
sir.
man. The nation needs to know about what you're doing, for real.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Get it.
And of course, we have the legend,
Okay. The myth.
Okay. Man, I've been hearing about this cat for so long, man. I've been waiting to meet him for a long time. T-Mac in the building, man. What's up, homie? What can they find you, man? First of all, thank you for coming on the show, man.
man.
I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hello world, you can find me IG at tmac24 at gmail. Excuse me. At Gmail. tmac24. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram, baby.
Instagram, IG.
IG. Thanks for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, so look, this is what we're gonna do. If this is your first time checking out the show, we have a lot to talk about, okay? I want everybody, once again, to direct your anger and your comments to him, not me, okay?
The birthday
Everything
boy.
is said on here, direct it to him. It's his birthday, okay? He can take all the heat. Oh, don't give it to our guests, give it to him, all right? we came off a lot of different things that we talked about in Vegas. A lot of stuff that's trending and that's trendy right now, that's going viral. But we're in the summertime, man. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. But one of the main things we want to talk about, I think if you pay attention to what we have to say, you will learn something, all right? Think about the idea of a relationship and thinking about the do's and the don'ts, right? We're going to let Holy grind. Tell the people what we're talking about.
Like you said, we're talking about, you open up your mind to talk about the do's and the don'ts of a relationship. And today we want to talk about relationship penalties.
Penalties.
Relationship penalties. In any relationship, in any relationship period, there's always ups and downs. Whether you're dealing with a spouse or with a friendship, whatever it is. But unfortunately, the penalties sometimes can be pretty severe. For instance, in particular, we want to deal with we want to really talk about the Travis Rudolph incident, the trial that's going on right now. For those that don't know, Travis Rudolph is a 27-year-old black male in Florida who's fighting a murder charge right now for shooting at for actually killing one guy and shooting at, it was 4 total he was shooting at in the car. However, these guys had came over with intent to do harm to him, according to the text, and based off of him having a dispute with their sister.
Okay.
And it's kind of ugly because for those that don't know and not familiar with it, Travis Rudolph, like I said, he's 27 years old. This actually happened in 2021, and he's going to trial for it right now. He shot at him, I think, 39 times with an AR-15 at the car. He ended up killing one of the boys in the car. Supposedly the boy had a gun. But the thing about it is, and this is why we're talking about relationship penalties, is because he was in a relationship with a young lady, Dominique Jones, who found text in his phone. She went through his phone. That's something else. Y'all know.
That's one thing. All right.
You talking about text messages?
Text messages.
Okay.
She went into the text in his phone, saw that he was communicating with other women.
Okay.
Not necessarily in a sexual way, just communicating with them. Went into a jealous rage, and it's coming out now that she actually sparked the violence with him, and he didn't actually hit her, but she went home and lied, told her brothers that he put his hands on her, and then she literally told them to go shoot him. Her exact words in her text were, go over there and shoot his sugar honey iced tea up.
So she sent her brothers off to
Do harm.
To him. And they went over there at night claiming.
But got shot up though.
Wow. With guns. But they claimed they were just going to talk to him.
Wow. But they had guns.
So hold that thought. So once again, everybody that's tuning in, wherever you're watching all over the world, Thinking Outside the Box is back for another fire episode. And once again, we're in live for our studio audience. And I just want to remind everybody out there, if you have a question or something you want to say to anybody on this panel, just raise your hand and we're going to address your question live on air. You can be anonymous. You can call yourself Shaquisha, whatever you want to call yourself. All right. We want to know what y'all think about this situation because there's a lot of different angles that I want to hit with this situation. We're talking about the relationship penalties, the do's and don'ts, what you're not supposed to do in a relationship. And we'll get into that bag later. But I think that's interesting. Once again, if you guys have any questions or something you want to say about it. So, Ryan, let me make sure I understand what you're saying, right?
Okay.
This young man is fighting the charge or he got sentenced already?
He's fighting the charge.
Fighting the charge.
Now it's in trial right now.
So he got into a dispute with his young lady, whatever. And she called her brothers to come over there with intent to harm him.
She actually left.
Oh, okay.
This was after she left. After she done the damage, if you follow the trial, what you come to find and see is through all the cameras, the ring cameras and things and whatnot, you'll see that she was the aggressor. And then she even admitted that she was the aggressor. She jumped on him, right? She started punching on him. First thing she did was took his phone, smashed his phone. Then she took his PlayStation, smashed his PlayStation, called him a broke B, all this stuff. Then went outside to brick his car. When they went outside to brick his car, fortunately, they had cameras. On their way back in, he was walking past her, in front of her, and she began to wail on him. And then he turned around to grab her to stop it. It was another man that I believe it was his brother.
It was his brother.
It was his brother.
It was his brother, yeah.
His brother tried to come out and calm the situation too. So eventually she leaves, she gets home, and she texts her brothers or calls her brothers and tell them, you know, he jumped on me, he body slammed me, saying all these things, making up all these lies, saying what he did to her because she actually fell. She even admitted that she ended up falling. That he never even hit her when she was leaving because she was so irate and enraged. She ended up falling, hurting herself. But she told her brothers that he did all this stuff to her. So her brother went over there to confront her.
So where's the penalty at? Where the penalty at? Is on her?
Well, I counted about 5 penalties.
But that's the question.
Story.
Go ahead. I mean, reopen.
Right. My thing is like, who are these stool pigeons just running over there?
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe, what is y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just going over there trying to bust y'all guns somebody you don't even know what he got. He had an AR-15, right?
Yes, he did.
Come on, man.
And
But he in jail though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you see how the system is though?
And speaking of the system, wait, watch this. He put in a motion for stand your ground because he in Florida. It happened in Florida, and it's a stand your ground state. However, the courts denied it and told him it wasn't just. I believe, Scholar, what you say because he.
The threat, it was no longer a threat because he was chasing them.
Okay.
And probably the amount of bullets he shot.
And the amount of bullets he shot.
You know.
But there's also a caveat to it. This young lady, allegedly, is also married.
She was. She was married during the whole time.
Right.
So the plot thickens a little bit, which is why I'm glad the audience is getting engaged. Once again, if you guys have any questions about this or something you want to say, you know, raise your hand. Young lady, what's your name? You don't have to use your real name.
I'm sorry, my name.
Hey, how you doing?
What up now?
My question is, the female that sent some brothers over there, is she getting talked?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And I don't want to say that I'm being a female.
Hold on, Brian. Just say what she said. Repeat the question.
She said her question is, did Dominique Jones, is she being charged with the murder as well for sending her brothers over there?
Great question.
And that's a great question because no, they haven't. Matter of fact, not even an accessory. That's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy because she sent them to do it. Now, mind you, let me tell you this. It was text on her phone. It was a text that said to her brother. Her brother name's Keyshawn. Keyshawn telling him to go shoot his Sugar Honey Iced Tea up, right? And he sent back, he a dead man walking.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to this question, which is, I have a couple questions too. Before we get to that question.
Did she erase too?
I was about to say that.
Go ahead.
That she erased. I want to ask the guests real quick because, you know, we already know that us, you know, we get in trouble for stuff we say, but it's true, right? I want to know the opinions of somebody that's kind of biased, you know, that hasn't been on this platform before. There's thousands of people are watching. Chris, this situation is kind of important to a lot of relationships, man, because a lot of people deal with this. A lot of people deal with people going through their phones or just trying to check stuff. What do you think about this situation? Is there somebody that's right and wrong, and do you think that there's justice to be done?
I think it's definitely justice to be done. I think Dominique Jones should definitely face some type of charge.
Okay.
You know, because, I mean, in just calling a spade, she kicked off a whole melee and somebody got killed in response to her lying about a situation. You know what I'm saying? We can go deeper to going through phones.
Yep.
We can go
Relationship
deeper
penalties. That's penalty number one.
to her being married. You know what I'm saying? I think
That should be penalty number
when
one.
you start playing them kind of games, I think it's some certain rules you gotta go by.
Come
You know
on
what I'm
now.
saying? As we say, you know, you gotta keep it player.
Yeah.
If you going about a situation a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? So I think she definitely should stand and face some type of charge.
Reg, I got a question. I want to play the devil's advocate, though.
Come on, Scholar.
What if this was your sister and she said she was in harm?
I knew that was coming.
Do you think it's ever a reason that we should involve ourselves in a family member's dispute?
I'm gonna take that. I've been, you know what I'm saying? My cousins call me, I'm coming.
Right.
Okay.
I got cousins out here. I'm coming. You understand? You know, but you know, that's just the mentality, the instinct of it. You know what I'm saying?
So pause though. You come in a situation that You don't even know what.
Don't even know. Yeah, been blinded just like that. Could have been shot. Could have been murdered just like that.
But we ain't gonna put them in a situation.
But it's a difference too. But it's a difference too from you coming to their aid, from them going somewhere and sending you off.
Right.
It's a difference. It's a big difference.
But pause for a situation, right? You just come into any situation, if they got any, let just say it real quick. If they say now this is their relationship, right? You gonna respond to any situation.
They're not gonna call me unless it's...
Okay. Say if it's physical.
Right.
That's still your business.
If they call me.
No, hear me out. What I'm saying is, if it's physical, that's still your business, even though you
At all, it's not.
Even though you don't know.
That's not my business.
Listen what I'm telling you. Listen, hear me. Listen. The reason why I say that, because we can't involve ourselves into your business if it's physical. You understand what I'm saying? So if you got a situation with a young lady that you may get aggressive with, you don't want none of us inviting ourselves to that business. Yeah. So what I'm saying, the penalty is, it ain't that you want to help your family. The penalty is we involving ourselves in the business that we truly
ain't got no business in
it. That we ain't really looking at the full circumstance of the situation. And she's married.
But that's how you gotta grow.
First of all, she's married, Joe.
Why is she?
What we chasing up behind something anyway like that?
This is your side piece.
like when he jumped on you, okay, you made it back safely.
Right.
But see, that's and see, I want to say that there is a difference, though. There is a difference because there is some accountability when dealing with other people too. You know what I'm saying? Even when dealing with him. For instance, if he get into a physical altercation, as his brother, hey, bro, stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to stop him from doing that because I don't want to send him off. As a brother, that's my job. Now, we may get into it about it, but when you love somebody, you know what I'm saying, and you look at somebody like that, you're going to look out for what's best for them, you know what I'm saying, as well. Right. Now, afterwards, you may tell me, like, you know, stay out of it, whatever, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to try to prevent you from doing anything that's going to cause you to do something detrimental to your freedom or to your life. And even more so to your salvation.
So we're talking about, once again, we're coming right back in, and straight off of Vegas, talking about something that everybody can relate to at some point, relationship penalties, the do's and the don'ts. There's a lot of penalties in this story. We got some questions from the guests that we're going to get to in a second, but T-Mac, I got to hear from you, man. What you think about the situation, bro?
I'm going to take a whole different approach.
All right, let's get it.
I think the way to maximize these type of platforms is the dude already charged. So if somebody watching us right now, the way to maximize this platform, let's dial it all the way back before the situation even happened.
Come on.
Let's start preventing these type of situations. Let's address how we like to throw ourselves in relationships, whether it be with a friend, another dude, or a female, so quick. You know, I'm gonna talk personally. Baby mamas, I got 4 baby mamas, unfortunately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop making babies and then figuring out who the female is. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta stop engaging in activity with a dude and then find out you're a rat. You know what I'm saying? We wanna commit a crime with a dude, then figure out you're a rat.
Yeah, exactly.
We wanna have sex with a bro, then we wanna figure out she got bipolar.
Yeah.
I think that's all the way back. Let's go. Because if we maximize the platform, that's how let's prevent people from getting in these situations. He already charged them for it, and hopefully he fight it, but let's make people think about how we so lackadaisical about closing our eyes, jumping between some legs, or letting somebody hop on you, you know what I'm saying? Without any knowledge of this individual, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that this is a stunt-up dude because he got a $1,000 pair of shoes on, he got a $100,000 car. You know what I'm saying? She got a beautiful body. You don't know what she is on the inside, intellectually. You don't know what she is spiritually, but you going in raw. Then you done created a baby, you find out you got a, you know what I'm saying, a psychopath. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. That's down and all the way back. Let's go all, that's preventing. That's preventing. So look, I'm with this type of stuff.
I'm glad he said that. And not even just much as having a baby with him, just off the strength that he ain't investigated her enough to know did she marry? He got her living in his house, staying with him, even giving her access to his phone. You know what I'm saying? Because the story is they was in a He was a former NFL player. He came in, he played with the Giants. He went to Florida. He went to the Dolphins, and I think they say he practiced, but I don't think he ever played. But then he ended up leaving. He ended up tearing his ACL. He ended up tearing his ACL. Then he ended up going to Canada, and then he never even really made it there.
But these superficial credentials, though.
Exactly.
Because he went to the NFL. What that mean?
Exactly, and that's what I'm gonna get at, right?
A lot of times when you are in that platform, especially as a black man, when you are, and you get, it's a level that you cannot do like a regular person.
Right.
You can't put your dick in the same pussy as a dude that sits on the corner. You have it's a certain caliber because you have that status.
Exactly.
Because you already have a target on your back. You can't move the same way everybody do. That's a perfect example. You doing regular nigga shit when you ain't supposed to be doing regular nigga shit. That's he got a little psychopath. She crazy as hell. You see the trial? She has no accountability and nothing that she did. She don't think she did nothing wrong. And this is a constant. And you don't want to blame him. But he has to take accountability because she's been crazy. What's that training she's showing that?
She's been there.
So let me for the audience out there. So basically, what she just said was, I guess, thank you for that comment. She was saying how him being in the spotlight as an NFL player, that he can't do stuff that the average guy would do. You can't go around messing around with people as the average guy will mess around with them, allowing them to your house and doing all these things, and that's true. And that goes back to the accountability point that T-Mac was talking about, because it don't matter if he an NFL player or not, he should do his homework on her. You know what I'm saying? He should do his homework and talk and investigate who this woman is before you give her this much access to you.
And let me say this too, based off of what Brian is saying. Based off of whatever we say, right? Say if we gonna be rah-rah, we can shape the minds of young people who just spontaneous when they're in relationships that get out of the control. So what I'm really trying to say is we need to figure out a way how to control our homo sapien when we dealing with situations. So my question again, now that you hear what I'm saying, would you move into that situation now, man, and wreck your life or put your life in jeopardy, not knowing the circumstance?
No. And I don't think they would either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real. Like we grow from a lot of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have all this, this intellect now, that we had back then. They had to grow up on us, you know what I'm saying? We did have early, we been obtaining, different things and understanding situations, So I think, I love my cousin still. You feel me? Like we family, you know what I'm saying? Ain't too many men in my family, so I gotta step up.
Right.
No, but this ain't no assault on your family. What I'm saying is, we didn't even have to train him on how to act.
No, he just
moved off that. Right.
He just moved off that.
So hold on. So once again, new viewers, if you just tuning in, there's a lot going on with this show, right? But TOTB, be sure you follow, like, subscribe, share, comment. Everywhere we at TOTB_show on YouTube, at TOTB20, at TikTok, which we are going crazy on there. Man, we want to thank y'all once again for rocking with us season after season. We're talking about the relationship penalties. To our new viewers out there, to the audience who walked in, some of the do's and don'ts. What are you supposed to do? What you're not supposed to do in relationships. We're talking about a situation right now that caused a lot of damage in a lot of people's lives, right? So we're just trying to address what do you do, what do you don't do in a relationship that can cause some harm. We got a question from this young lady. What's your name?
My name's
Hey, Jennifer, what you got?
It is not a question.
Okay.
So I feel like with him, like you said, I mentor a lot of young ladies, and I have a daughter.
Okay.
I have the unpopular opinion for most women probably watching. I'm very, very, very secure in what I say.
Talk your stuff, girl. Talk your stuff.
I teach my daughter, do not put your hands on a man.
Come on.
Number one, I have a son. I wouldn't want a girl to tell me that my son is putting his hands on her. But I also wouldn't want a female putting her hands on my son.
Gotcha.
So I tell my daughter, I don't care how mad you get, and I also tell the girl that I mentor, I don't care how mad you get at a boy, do not put your hands on him. Because if your family comes to retaliate, you were the aggressor at first, and that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, that you're starting something that you probably can't finish, that will go, you're the domino effect. You start the domino effect. Point blank period. Also, another thing, I teach my daughter and the girls that I mentor, do not look in a man's phone. Listen to me.
Let the church say amen.
I am a believer in you will find out eventually, sister. You don't have to look at it. And I also tell them if you feel like you got to look through a man's phone, leave me alone. Move around.
Really?
So
really?
So look,
Okay.
we appreciate you so much for that. For our viewers out there, we just want to break down what she was talking about. She said how first of all she teaches her daughter to never put her hands on a man.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a lot of things. That's something that everybody should teach their daughter. Don't never put your hands on a man. You know what I mean? And then the second thing that she said that she teaches, she said, let me go back. First of all, because she got a son as well, and she would appreciate her son putting his hand on a woman, and don't appreciate no woman putting her hands on her son either. And I agree with that 100%. Also, she said, be careful about what you say. You say she's the domino effect.
Yes.
So she got to be careful about calling your family over and to do certain things. How y'all feel about that?
Well, that question I want to ask Chris, because Chris gives me this cool vibe, chill vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Chris won't call his family.
So, for real, be honest. I mean, is there ever a situation, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble, I know a lot of people watching, is there ever a situation where you put your hands on a woman?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Is there ever a situation where you should put a hand on a woman?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I say no, just me. Just me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm married. I would never put my hands on my wife. You know what I'm saying? Under no circumstances. That's just how I was raised.
Right.
And how I was brought up. When we talking about calling the family members, I feel like that's a deeper issue right there. I think everybody was kind of, reiterating that point, of how dangerous that is.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times in situations, we have to make sure we don't let our emotions overpower our intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Because we see what just happened in that circumstance.
So pause for a minute, Chris. Have you been ever angry enough when you felt you wanted to be physical?
Where I wanted to?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think you just through life you deal with different people, different types, different personality traits. So just dealing with different type of women. Yeah.
Going back to Mac again. I only bring this up because my son had brought up the question. We do have an issue, Mac, on how we handle our emotions when it comes to conflict resolution, right? Now you said you ain't never touched your wife physically, but all of us can't say that. I know not you, Brian. I know you ain't never did that.
But hold on. Let me tell you something.
You must got something you want to tell us. You must got something you want to tell us.
Listen, I'm not saying no domestic abuse, but I don't want people lying out here saying that ain't nobody in a relationship where the stuff been physical.
Hold on, but let me say this. Before you go to Mac, though, and while you saying that, we know you, Brian, I'm going to tell you something. It is the time where I will put my hands on a woman.
Okay, then. Right.
Watch this. Ain't no women jumping on my wife. I guarantee you. Okay. I guarantee you. I'm telling you. Listen, we cool, down to earth people. Leave me and mine alone. If you think you finna jump on mine, I'm gonna beat you down like a dude and go deal with the repercussions. I'm gonna tell the police on your heart, on your brother, and we can go to war about it. But don't put your hands on mine. And I'm just saying that when you talk.
No, but I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Let them get the flow. But man, it's me and you talked about it, right, Moolah. It's something serious going on. Like these killings.
Let me say it.
Right.
Like, don't get it mistaken. We know it's some homegrown women up in here. That's cool, but y'all know too, there's some bipolar crazy chicks out here too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some chicks will aggravate you and is aggressive and I'm talking about put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Like they a dude.
And Dominique Jones was one of them.
Sure, yeah, she was. But when I'm talking about some out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about out here. Like, it's some women, Joe, you know what I'm saying? We done had battles. I thought this girl was a dude. You understand? Look. Like, this girl got strength, you know? Shit.
We got questions over there.
Let's go ahead.
Go ahead.
But life is choices and decisions. Right? So So you knew what you was getting
Into.
into before you got
That's
into it.
what he said.
So you got a guilty niche that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I'm saying you personally.
No, I know what you're saying.
I'm saying what certain people are.
If somebody bait you in, of course, you know what I'm saying. You got baited in. You know what I'm saying. So it's have your fault.
We grown as I don't know what. You got baited in.
You control your own.
You did what you wanted to do, and you suffer the consequences of what you got yourself in.
I like it.
So for our audience,
What you got for y'all?
hold on, let me.
I agree to disagree.
All right, let's hear it.
Like he said, it can be a situation that you baited in. Because a person show you only what they want you to see.
Mm-hmm.
A fish gonna go for a
A
worm
face
because it wants to.
have many faces.
Ooh.
We don't have just one.
Say that one more time.
A face have many faces.
That's from a
It's
woman.
not just one.
But you got a choice.
It's always
And
a choice. That's just like everybody has an opinion.
how like after a certain age do you give into it?
Oh.
I'm not giving it to you.
So you know what you're getting into because you know the factors of the situation.
But
Because
to
you
know
got
and not know.
Now, if you was blindly going into it because you want to have fun that night, that's your business. But then you continue to do some dumb shit.
All right, we're preaching all
You
in.
continue to, but you can go in blind.
So let me say this. Let me say this because I kind of understand what he's saying for the people out there in TV land.
Yeah.
We got a young man over here who said that you have a choice. So it's hard for you to say you getting baited into something or you find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of or whatever because you got the choice to determine whether or not you're gonna react.
Right.
First of all, then we got a young lady in the audience who said but sometimes it's hard because people have different faces. They can bait you in. In other words, they can provoke you into doing things. What I believe what he's saying though is about once you get to provoke, if you learn to walk away right then and there and take the accountability right then and there and say, I'm not finna deal with it no more, then you don't have to worry about being baited in because once you see that there's a flaw that you can't deal with emotionally, that'll cause you to do something violent, then get up out of it now. And don't let it lead.
And you gotta grow from that though.
That's true.
Exactly.
You can't that don't just happen. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not saying it.
I know.
Right, that's good.
No,
I agree with that.
right here, Riz.
What you got, sweetheart?
Right here.
I want to he said kind of what I was saying, but like I have a question for men because I'm a woman and I see this happen all the time where men get these chicks that's acting a fool, jumping on them, but they keep fucking with them. Why do you all do that? Like why?
Cause she got some.
Wait, you got to tell me. Let everybody answer the question. Reg, don't let him talk. Reg, let everybody answer the question.
Okay, all right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
This is thinking outside the box.
This is definitely thinking outside the box.
Right.
Brian, could you repeat the young lady's question, please?
Repeat her question.
My question is, I guess her question was, why is it when men find themselves with toxic women like that they continue to mess around with them even after they see the toxicity?
You go first.
Oh.
And then we're going to walk the line. Oh, no. We're going to walk the line. We're going to walk the line. Go ahead, Brian.
It's a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of factors. Sometimes people get mama issues, just like some women get daddy issues. Some dudes get mama issues. Some dudes like it because it make them feel like a man when they got somebody that's willing to fight over them. That's why you'll see some dudes that love having women fight over them, which I always thought was stupid. You know what I'm saying? I was just keep it on the hush. Why are you trying to bring them together and cause more confusion? That's how you end up getting killed. You know what I mean? In which we see instance with this. You got some people that, you know, some dudes not looking at it from a longevity perspective. You just somebody I mess with. So I mess with you and deal with the toxicity because once I'm through dealing with you being toxic, I can go over here and lay up with so and so. It's just the fact of me getting what I want from you when I want it. So it's a lot of reasons to factor into that. And it all stems down to maturity. You know what I'm saying? Maturity and the lack of God in the life of most people. A lot of people ain't got nothing to govern them. Nobody believes that it should be nothing over them to govern them. So they choose, I don't want to believe in God or believe in nothing righteous because I don't want nothing to govern me in my actions. I want to be free to do what I want to do when I want to do it without any consequences or repercussions.
Let me tell you,
and that's one of the first things.
And that's the surface part.
Right. Walk the line.
But getting in between, most of those chicks you talking about, Siobhan, are controlling. Very controlling. You know what I'm saying? Like, toxic women don't even want you to have friends.
That's what you're talking about, though.
No,
you're talking about the man. Why do the man?
I know, but this is what I'm saying. I'm finna break it down, right? So when you're dealing with a woman, like he's saying, like, oh, I'm just dealing with you, and then I can go to this next one. When you're dealing with a toxic woman, ain't too many next ones. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? See, you living in La La Land right now. Hold on.
We just seen that. Hold on, wait. When you saying that, we talking about an example of somebody who got somebody toxic who was talking to other people on the side. So you can't say we in La La Land. This is real life.
That was her side nigga.
No, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're saying there's no other. He was talking to other females. That's where it started from. In his phone, she found texts with him with other females. So it's not La La Land.
But she's married.
But
Is she married?
I'm not justifying what he did. But you're saying it's not real life. This is what we deal with real life.
Okay, but listen.
Y'all think this stuff ain't happening.
But I'm saying,
this stuff happening more often than you think.
Okay, listen. I'm going in depth. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, toxic women don't want you to have friends. First of all, they are so controlling, whereas, you know, you deal with them and a lot of things come to play. First thing come to play is, Joe, they want to be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? If they can't be a part of your life, I'm talking about everywhere, every which way you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
That's so toxic. That's not the definition of toxic.
No, hey, listen, Red, just let the guest answer that about toxic women. Let's bring them on in.
There goes the question again. You got choices and decisions.
Yeah.
You chose to have this fucking toxic situation.
What time out? What time out? Listen, wait, hold on, listen, let me say something.
She want to know why we go back, though.
Hold on a second.
Why we keep going back?
Hold on a second, listen. It's levels to this.
Why you go back?
Well, hold on, wait a second. It's levels to this. The guest talking from a mature perspective, somebody that's mature and he knows he like his vegetables separated from his food. He don't like his food touching. This is somebody with a healthy mindset. We want to talk about it with somebody with an unhealthy mindset who's still eating with his food. I like that chick. That's why I keep fucking with her. I like her. I like that she toxic. Yeah, she crazy than the motherfucker, but I like this motherfucker. I'm not gonna stop liking her until she really hurt me. But I like her. I like the fact that she do what she do. And you know what I'm saying? But the crazy stuff is what I accept for the fact that I like her. Until I get mature enough to know that she may kill me.
So let's.
I'm about to kill her, but I have to wake
Let's
up.
bring back together. Okay, so look.
Right.
There's so much to be said with this, man, because, oh man, I thought of flashbacks in my past.
What's your shirt say?
My shirt says,
No light-skinned people are toxic.
And that's why that's the problem.
It ain't no light-skinned people in here, though. I'm sorry.
For sure. TOTB is back. We're talking about a lot of crazy stuff, man. Relationship penalties, the do's and the don'ts you're supposed to do in relationships that causes harm to yourself and your family. We're in front of a live studio audience. Everybody has questions. We have great guests. Before I give my 2 cents on it, before we switch to another segment, Mac, give the people the overall synopsis of what do you think the do's and the don'ts should be in relationships? Toxic baby mamas, baby daddies, etc.
My thing is this here, we letting them off the hook. I think in order to maximize this platform, we got to hold people accountable. Because I see people diligent when they come to picking shoes. I see people diligent when they come to picking hair, picking haircuts, picking tattoos, picking chains. They exercise due diligence when it comes to material things, when it comes to enter into a relationship that can produce another child life. You got to exercise that same diligence.
I like it.
And if you fail to exercise that type of discipline, then I got to get out of God's business. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand back and get out of God's business because that's the law. That's just math now. You do anything with anybody, you deserve anything. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? So we gotta get out of people. We gotta get out of our business, man. You know what I'm saying? If you curious about, you know what I'm saying, not being in a toxic relationship, then you should court anybody. If I want to mess with this dude before I enter into a pact with this man or enter into some activities that potentially can harm me or that deserves a certain degree of loyalty, I should court this brother. You know what I'm saying? Before I commit to this brother. Before I, you know what I'm saying, find a female and, you know what I'm saying, get in the bed with this woman or get in the same house with this woman and divulge my private things to court this woman. Not for no weekend, not for no week, not for no month. I should take my time and court this female. If I feel to court that individual, court that female, then whatever you get. And we shouldn't get a toxic person on the platform. Let's talk about preventive. Because this platform gonna be affected. Let's not talk about the toxic. We blowing that up too big. Because that's not helping nobody that's viewing it. We want to maximize this platform of intelligent individuals, intelligent guests. Let's talk about preventing. Let's put attention on taking full responsibility for the relationship you engage in.
Talk about
Just like you look for that shoe, look for that car, look for that hair, look for that house, look for that hotel, look for that Airbnb, look for that vacation resort. Do that with that individual. Do that with that female. Do with that dude you call your buddy. And if you did that, you just asked a few questions. You just sat down over dinner, 5 or 6 dinners, and asked her enough questions, you will find out she's toxic. You will find out he's a psychopath. All you gotta do is exercise due diligence, just like you do when you're picking out an outfit, when you're picking out your car, when you're picking out your things. So I don't think the attention should be focused on the toxic person. That's going to exist. It's been existing before we was here. It's going to continue to exist.
So you saying that we majoring in the minor?
That's what we doing, bro. You better bet on the head.
Look,
I like that.
I like that.
I'm glad you said that, man. I've been catching a lot of slack because I tell y'all think because I'm a man of God, I tell y'all all the time, if you ain't got no ring on your finger, guess what? You should court. And that's with more than one person.
Exactly.
People don't believe it because the problem is, what we think courting is, we think it's just sex. No, you spend the time with a person, get to know a person. Because the person that you're going to be with, in order for you to know it ain't going to be toxic, you got to become friends with that individual.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. We ain't becoming friends, first of all. We just jumping into this relationship. And then what you do, you end up giving your time to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You end up wasting other people's time. So I'm glad, I'm so glad that he said that because, man, we have to hold ourselves accountable for the decisions we make. That's the bottom line, regardless whether it's with people, places, or things. You got to do it.
I like it. Chris, what's your final thoughts on it, bro?
I think it just all come back to what I said a little earlier. Just, in situations, we have to not let our emotions overpower our intelligence. Point blank, period. I think that's what it all boiled down to. He was hitting it on the head. Those preventative measures, you know what I'm saying? Catching it before it go there. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the signs. I don't care how long you're dealing with somebody. They're going to start showing you their true selves after a while. You know what I'm saying? And those red flags going to start popping up. It's just whether we going to choose to ignore them or not. You know what I'm saying?
Preaching over here. All right, so look, man, we are here once again, TOTB, the dopest, man, celebrating once again Moolah Monster's birthday. We're here doing the big in front of a live studio audience, man. We got a lot to talk about, but if you just tuning into this show, and if it's your first time viewing it, grind about that.
Man, it's about that time. Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
And today we got something special for y'all, man. I'm going to open up the flow for our guests, man. We got some wonderful things going on. Man, Chris, I want you to go first, man. Tell them what you got for them.
Get in there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, we got a new trivia card game I just released called What Had Happened Was. It's dealing with black athletes, entrepreneurs, actresses, movies, TV shows, social viral moments. You know what I'm saying?
Shit going viral, man.
I wanted to create something that was authentic to who I am, man. I'm big on family. You know what I'm saying? And we all have barbecues, family kickbacks, all those types of things. So I just wanted to create something that could bring all of us together. You know what I'm saying? In those type of moments.
What's the name of it?
What Had Happened Was.
What happened was.
Man, y'all stay tuned. Check them out. What can they find today, bro?
You can find that at 100grandforever.com. You can reach me on IG, TikTok at 747 Shields or Facebook at Chris Shields.
Man,
Yes, sir. Salute.
shout out to the plug. Hey, T-Mac, what you got for us, bro?
Man, we got Message to the Street. I'm going to found a Message to the Street, man. It's a non-profit at-risk youth organization that's designed to, I'm from the streets, straight off the block, affiliated all my life. And, when you mature a little bit, you take responsibility for bad acts that you feel you contribute in. You know what I'm saying? I think a way of atoning is, you know what I'm saying, you start feeling remorse. You want to spend the rest of your life giving back. So in giving back, I want to try to, you know what I'm saying, we trying to message to the street, we advocating for the youth, trying to teach them conflict resolution, trying to teach them, you know what I'm saying, financial literacy, you know what I'm saying, and get them to show them other alternatives to make money other than selling the drugs, you know what I'm saying, and putting a pistol in somebody's face, you know what I'm saying. So we know you keep knowing the youth, you know what I'm saying, but then it's going to continue to perpetuate, you know what I'm saying, and that's the reason why you've seen us perpetuate, because generations before that should put them in leading the youth, they denied the youth, and that's what you scared. That's what you're running from. That. That's what you're locking your doors from. That. That's what you frightened when you go in your house. Them your babies out there. They not gang baby. Them your babies out there. So the men like us, we got to step up and go back into them streets and reclaim our youth with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? With guidance. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take us. Ain't no government forms gonna do that. Ain't nobody from outside our communities gonna come in and prevent the violence that's harassing us, that's threatening us. It's gonna take the men. We got to stand up. The real black men from the community got to go back into the community and talk to them shorties and get them an alternative, you know what I'm saying, picking up the gun and picking up the pack. So that's what Message to the Street is about. And you can keep watching me on my IG, TMac24. You're going to see a lot of great songs coming from Message to the Street.
Tell them again where they can keep watching.
TMac24 on IG. Just keep watching for me. You're going to start seeing things.
Most definitely. Y'all stay in tune with them on there. You might find that we open things, donators on that.
And we can't just get T-Mac just that stage. Right. We got to let them know you was the seed that watered TOTB. Give him the floor, Moolah.
Yo.
Tell him the story.
6 years ago, I talked to the man while he was in the federal joint. It's my man, my nigga, all day long. And we talked, and he really gave me he inspired me to do this. Like, that was my first time even interviewing him with some of my guys out south. And man, we broke some barrels, man. Like, we really did our thing. And he talked some niggas off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, you know, but he inspired this right here.
He inspired us. You know he inspired us to make a marriage.
You know, and once I interviewed
so we need to give him a salute. He ain't just no regular. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
That's it.
All right.
Shout out to all y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay, it's time. All right, let's go and get it out the way. Trending on TikTok and Twitter and everything like that.
Facebook, all that good stuff.
There's a segment that we do called What's in That Bag. Thousands of viewers, thousands of comments all over the world. And what it is, it's about you guys, the audience, the viewers, everybody out there. We get your letters, right? You send us letters about what you got going on in your life, relationships, family, finances, sex, whatever, right? And you just look for advice. So you come here because where else you gonna go, right? You're gonna go here, right? So I find it fitting that we have a letter for someone that follows us on TikTok, seen one of our clips. That one of them that's really viral right now. So we're going to read the letter. All right, we're going to ask the panel if you have something to say from advice to the letter. You say it. If not, ain't in that bag, you ain't have to say nothing. Audience members, if you have something to say it. If not, you ain't. All right, everybody good? Y'all better ready?
Let's go.
We ready?
All right.
I ain't never ready for this. Let's get it.
All right, let's get it. Okay, here we go. Hey fellas, not going to say my name, but just know I comment on a lot of y'all content and I love what you do. Appreciate that. I'm going to keep it very blunt. The last show segment raised my blood pressure and had me and my baby daddy arguing all night. All right. The episode I'm talking about is when y'all was talking about, is a man wasting a woman's time if he don't marry her within 2 years? Well, it's been 4 years for me and my baby daddy. And I'm ready to give him an ultimatum. Either marry me or lose me. I'm still indecisive about what I want to do, but if he just decides to lose me, I will still let him see his son, but I'm going to be very, very petty. She makes sure she emphasizes that. But I'm getting nervous. I want to know, should I make this decision and give him an ultimatum, or should I just wait it out till he gives me? All right, so thank you for that letter. And I know exactly what clip she's talking about because I was the one getting dogged on it. The clip she's talking about, once again, follow us on TOTB 2020 on TikTok. We was in Vegas, we was having fun, we was doing our thing out there, but we was talking about relationships. Should there be a time frame when you get married? Should there be a time frame on commitment? Should there be a time frame on living with each other, right? This young lady is saying, look, she's doing a baby dad for 4 years. 4 years. And up until she's seen our episode, she was like, okay, he's gonna do it. But Holy Grind says something on the episode to make me like, you know what, fuck this. I'm about to speak up. So, should this young lady give her baby daddy the ultimatum to marry or lose, or should she just wait it out? Now we're gonna ask the audience members, if you have something to say, raise your hand and say it. But of course, we gotta go with the thinkers, but more importantly, let's go with the guests.
Yes, go.
Chris, what's up, man? What you think? What she should do?
What she should do, Chris?
Man,
you all about family too, Chris.
Yeah, but I feel like ultimatums ain't never good.
Okay.
I feel like that's never a good thing to put an ultimatum on somebody. I think just trying to force somebody into marriage, that I don't think that's good either. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their reasons for, you know, why they may be ready or may not be ready. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a fella might feel like, man, I want to get my finances better, or I want to get myself a little more together before I, you know, decide to make that commitment. So I think that's a tough one right there. You know what I'm saying? But I would say no, definitely don't give an ultimatum. That's you pressuring somebody to do that.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? I think it should feel better when it's authentic. When, hey, I'm ready to do this. Hey, come on, let's
even though it's 4 years.
Yeah, right? even though it's 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I say do it when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? Because if you force that man to do it, it might not go how you think it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? You have a ring on your finger and then y'all be divorced 2 years later.
So just to recap, she should be patient.
I say be patient, absolutely.
Woo. I just want to make sure I put things in context.
Now, when I said that on TikTok, I got trash.
No, we gotta make sure.
But let me add this too, though. I also think that's, instead of giving him an ultimatum, I think it's a decision she should make whether I want to stay or whether I don't want to stay. You know what I'm saying?
that better.
I think that's what's most important.
Okay.
It's her deciding whether she want to stick around or not. I think that's the most important.
I like it. T-Mac, what you got?
Man, I think really, I respect marriage. I think it's like it's 5 or 6 ways to get to 7. 5, 2, 6, 1, 3, 4. And 7, 0. I think.
Well, hold on, shit.
I get that.
What the fuck was that? I got it, right? 7 different ways.
It's more than one way to get to 7. 5, 2, 6, 1, 3, 4. So I'm saying I respect marriages, but if you be doing your thing every day to keep in the now, the only thing that's real is the now, man. Ain't no cop out. It's just that I think people got this unrealistic expectation on this moment.
Come on now.
Putting a ring on the finger. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, but I think the expectation is unrealistic. That's proof why this is so unsuccessful now. If you doing your best self and the relationship is vibrant and the trust there and the fun there and the communication is there. And
just ain't no ring.
I mean, what? I'm just saying, maybe some people, maybe they was raised in a home where they put emphasis on that. And in your world, that means something. You see what I'm saying? But you got some people living the most successful life with their partner without that. They weren't raised with no extra emphasis on that institution. You know what I'm saying? They've been putting more emphasis on being the husband, being the person that the husband supposed to be versus putting the symbol of being a husband. They didn't been taught how to be the man to your woman and versus just the symbol that means she your woman or she your wife. You see what I'm saying? So I think there's a whole lot of extra emphasis. I don't knock it because, but you see, you can do the statistics to see. This ain't just my opinion now. I respect marriages, but we got to ask ourselves, why are marriages so unsuccessful?
The divorce rate.
You know what I'm saying? Why are they so unsuccessful? Because this the idea. Just because it's a ring, it's a ceremony, it's a big party, it's a big celebration, it's all these clothes, all this.
And then real life starts after that.
Come on, man. Stop playing with me.
Now, if I say that, you know
Stop playing with me. So what I'm saying, I respect it, but you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of
So you're really saying the marriage is really just for the woman?
No, not just for the woman, because sometimes the man won't marry. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the woman's side. Sometimes the man want to get married. You know what I'm saying? They got some insecure, they need some guarantee. But ain't nothing guaranteed but change.
Before we go to the thinkers and get their opinion, Is there any audience that want to have an opinion on this?
Hold on, before you say that, I want to hear Graham from that.
I want to hear what Graham got to say. I want to hear Graham. He gotta go last. He gotta go last. He gotta go last. He gotta go last. Graham gotta go last because I'm not waiting on you.
Okay. So then, I'm gonna go last.
Yeah.
Let's do the thinkers and then do the ideas.
Yeah.
I go last.
Graham gotta go last.
Go ahead, Turbo.
No, listen. I've known Brian for a few years.
I just wanted to hear the rebuttal. That's all.
I've seen those faces that he had. All right.
Go ahead, Turbo.
What you got, Turbo?
Oh man, he just made my thinking just crazy.
Yeah. He said it's 7 ways.
Yo, 7 ways.
3, 2, 1. See, I couldn't do that,
Man. Hey, and my goal was to walk down the aisle. You done fucked me up.
He done ruined it.
Damn. Brian, you still gonna marry me though when I get married.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, like it's crazy. You know, I always felt like marriage is for the woman. That's why I asked you that. You know what I'm saying? We don't get nothing out of it.
That's controversial.
Let him speak.
I'm sorry.
Let him speak. Tell your story.
Damn.
Let him tell his story.
Can you calm the crowd down, please?
He gonna get us.
Let him tell his story.
Okay.
Let him tell his story.
Okay, go.
Let him tell his story. And let me know if you need me to do a Heisman.
Go ahead.
Listen, we don't mind marrying our girl of our dream, you know, the woman that we, you know, lust for. I understand that. Let him finish.
Okay.
Do we lust for our woman? That's our woman, right? We can lust for our woman, right?
Do we lust for
I
her?
say that's the problem. That's not the
Go ahead, finish your thought.
Go ahead.
I see a lot of frowns and
A lot of.
Hold on.
Go ahead, finish.
Let him finish.
Let's focus on the letter, right? Should this young lady give her baby daddy, who she's been with for 4 years, should she give him an ultimatum?
Listen, I'm with Chris on this. You should never give a man an ultimatum.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we always gonna choose the other way.
Okay.
I'm just keeping it 100. But you can slowly but surely, I'm gonna give y'all women some game here.
Come on, bring out the
women some
game. Bring out the game.
The things that y'all say to us, if y'all say it in a kind, feminine way, y'all can get y'all point across better with us.
Okay.
But when y'all start saying, y'all ain't gonna do this, I'm gone, we're not honoring that.
But she done said
We ain't got chiefs. Gene, we ain't got chiefs. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nobody we take orders from. So we damn sure ain't taking orders from a woman who we live with. You know what I'm saying? Because we supposed to run this kingdom. But y'all have to say the words nice to us to get y'all point across. Baby.
She didn't say that though.
When we gonna, baby, I know it's been a while. When we gonna get married? When we gonna tie the knot? We've been doing everything that married people do.
I get what you're saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk like that to us.
I get what you're
If you don't talk like that to us, we're not honoring nothing. Y'all get on y'all, that lion, we ain't with that. That roaring, no, we ain't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand she doing her 2-4 years with this man. Give it 2 more years and see what he do. Right.
She said 4.
Yeah.
She said 4.
Right.
They been together 4.
Right.
2 more years, okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Let's go to Scholar. Come on. What you got, Scholar?
So when I think about marriage, I always think about my daughters, right?
Okay.
And I always tell them, don't let no man use you up. You know what I mean? Your time is valuable, right? So my thing is, I do agree with what Chris say. She shouldn't force the man to want to marry her. This is something that he should want to do, right? He should be eager to want to keep her, right? But if he's not eager to want to keep her, then she needs to change the way she behave about him being secure in the situation. She don't need to make him comfortable because, in a sense, if it's 4 years and he don't have no future for her, then she need to live in the present. You understand? And I tell them that she need to make it clear to them, hey, you know, we ain't, marriage ain't in the future, so I'm gonna continue to do me. I'm gonna continue to live me. I'm not saying that she can't be in a relationship, but don't play house. Don't do this Mickey Mouse stuff. Don't do all this extra stuff. You need to stress the importance. If he don't see no future, then don't you act like it's gonna be a future. This is what I'm saying.
All right. Hold on. I'm about to get to all these questions in a second. I'm about to get to these questions in a second.
Right.
All right, Brian.
Right.
Come on with it, man.
Let us pray. Dear Lord.
First of all, man, it ain't nothing wrong with her giving no ultimatum.
Okay.
But the ultimatum shouldn't be, if you don't marry me, I'm gone. In that sense, it should be, if you don't marry me, I hope you're okay with me venturing out and exploring other options.
So we agree.
Yes, we agree. That's what
right. You don't have to marry her.
Exactly. You don't have to marry her, and every man has that right. We're not saying that you have to get married, you know. But just like he has that right to not want to marry her, she should have that right to explore her options.
That's right.
If there's somebody else who want to marry her, because even though we can't have a productive relationship. But there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting security. Same thing with a man. It's just like if I'm spending all my time with my wife, and I'm talking about from a man point of view, I'm living with her. Say we boyfriend and girlfriend, and we living together. But then she died, and I don't get the insurance money.
That'd
you know what I'm saying?
messy.
I gotta bury her though because this is my woman though. But the insurance money go to her mama or her daddy or somebody. And guess what? They ain't trying to help me with do nothing because they just taking the money. Or guess what? She got a pension. Same thing with me. If I got a pension, she died, and I actually went through this. I told y'all the story about this about a guy I know personally who was living with another woman for 20 years. A friend of mine was living with her for 20 years. He was 20 years he living with this woman, but he was married to another woman. He died at the job. I'm a union steward. They came to me asking me, trying to help her get the benefits. The lady told her, you know what? I'm good. I'm telling her, I know you was with him. I know he was your man. We weren't together. You ain't got to worry about nothing. The day of the funeral, she showed up with a shirt on, said, I am the wife. We didn't see it until the repast.
Right.
She took it off.
Ain't that something
and
wrong?
Guess what?
She was wrong for that.
And she took everything. She took everything. The only reason she didn't get the house, because he had a daughter who was 20-some years old who had proof of paying bills at the house there. So the daughter that was by the woman he was with for 20 years, plus she was able to keep the house. But his pension and all that, guess who got that?
The wife.
See what I'm saying? Listen. Imagine it don't even have to be a woman though. Now he could, maybe you don't even have to be married, but guess what? Now your girlfriend don't get your pension, it go to the state or somebody else get it. You know what I'm saying? So it is something else that comes along with you being married to a person. Me personally, I believe wholeheartedly, if you mine, I'm gonna set claim to you. Anything I want, I'm setting claim to as a man. And I ain't got no problem. But if a man don't want it, he ain't gotta want it. But be okay with her saying, I wanna be wanted.
Or somebody wanting to claim it.
If a woman say, I wanna be wanted, or I want somebody who's gonna set claim to me, you're gonna make a choice. Because the woman she was talking about going on the last segment we talked about, it was crazy because Turbo told me, Red said, even if she's living with a man, you think you can approach her because she ain't got a ring on her finger. And I said, yeah, I don't know, man, if you ain't got no ring on your finger, she approachable to me.
So if that's your girlfriend, he can approach her.
Turbo said, that's how people get shot. So wait a minute, you willing to kill over something that you ain't willing to give your name? What sense do that make? So that's what I'm saying, man. If I'm willing, so my advice to her,
I thought we were talking about the killing early on.
My advice to her is to set the ultimatum, but I do agree with Turbo with that too. Don't come at them harsh. Just tell them, look, babe, I want to be married. And I love you, I want to marry you. I thought you were going to be my husband. But if you don't want to be that, listen, I'm cool with that. But just understand, I'm finna go and live my life, and I'm open. Okay. I'm open to somebody else who's willing to make me a wife.
Okay, before All right, before I give my opinion on it and we sign off, we want to get a couple more questions from the audience. What you got?
Okay. Good question.
Comment, go ahead.
So, I think that if you feel like you have to give somebody an ultimatum, I feel like you gotta go through it. Just like you go to that. If somebody really wants you, they're going to show you. My father raised me, he let me know on a daily basis, men are chasers. If he really wants to be with you, he's going to show you there. You don't have to, if you feel like you got to keep on asking somebody to do something for you, then there's a problem. I had a shut up ring on my I had a shut up ring on my finger.
Where you get these rings at? Where you get these rings at?
I had a shut up ring. I call it the shut up ring because he gave me the ring to shut up about marriage.
I didn't know that. They got a ring like
I
that.
had the ring on for 5 years because I didn't want to be a baby mama. So I shut up with the ring on for 5 years until I realized my worth. I came to him, like you said, listen, if you're not going to do this, I need to move around. You know, just like I know who I am. So if you don't want to recognize it, cool. I moved around and we've been better ever since.
Did you get the ring back? What the hell is it?
I like that.
For those just out there, we had a guest here, and she said she made it clear how he gave her basically a promise ring. She called it a shut up ring. I like that terminology. She said it was a shut up ring, a ring that he gave her just so she would be quiet about pressuring him into marrying her. She said she did it for so long over time, and like I say, it still didn't work out the way that she had planned on it to work out.
Okay. So we got one more before I get mine. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I want to go back. Going back to what Brian talked about earlier part, when you're in those stages of 40, you're getting to know someone, I think you can't dating it out there like, look, yeah, I'm the type of woman where I'm married. You know, I had in my head that I was like 7 years. How do you feel about it? You know, so I feel like if you have a respite, being married, getting up in relationship, maybe feel good.
Like that.
So what she said was, thank you for that. I appreciate that. We had another guest here. What she said was, she said if she really felt she was wifey material, you should have addressed that early on instead of waiting 4 years now and then decide that you want to put an ultimatum on. And because now it's same bit, and I do agree with that 100%. That go back to that accountability. We gotta stop, sugarcoating stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop pacifying people, man. Listen, I'm grown. If you wanna be a wife, listen, go into it, saying you wanna be a wife. A lot of times dudes will play games. We'll play games, we'll act like, without you don't mention wife, we ain't gonna say wife, as long as we get what we want out of you. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But there's some dudes that might want it too. But it needs to be addressed. Don't fool the guy neither. If a guy with you and the guy ain't talking about marriage and you ain't talking about marriage, then it can be unfair for you to throw up marriage as an ultimatum if you never went into the relationship with planning on
Hold on. And for you women who think you marriage material, you have to look within yourself. No, listen, you have to look within yourself and see why are you marriage material and what sets you apart from just being a baby mama. Because if you're not doing nothing, okay, but if you're not doing nothing significant, like why should I wife you?
But it's a lot of women that treat men like they their husband and hold the marriage after that. If you treat him like your husband, why should he marry you when you're already treating him like your husband?
Exactly.
You need to start treating these men like they are boyfriends.
What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference?
All right. Okay. Okay. Jeez, I do this. I ain't even read the damn letter.
Shout out to the birthday boy.
Yeah. To the letter, before we sign off, everybody had great points. guys can hear it as well. Give you my final thought on it, right? The divorce rate is high, has been high and increasing every year because people want to be married, but they're not ready for marriage, right? Women want the wedding dress, they want the cake, the pictures, the ice cream, the honeymoon, but they're not ready for what it takes to be a wife afterwards, right? So that causes the man that's ready to get married to get, I didn't sign up for this. So, and then on the other side, there's men that's feeling the ultimatum, they're feeling the pressure. Man, she's gonna get married. Okay, I'm gonna get married to her. He's not ready to get married. He's cheating within a year. So,
you think that's all men?
No. I'm
He
saying
just said in
general,
No,
though.
I'm saying the divorce rate is high because either one of the two.
No. Sometimes money got a lot of problems with the issue.
Well,
money issues is a lot of
yeah.
times with
What I'm
divorce
saying,
and infidelity.
They said number one divorce.
No, I'm saying
number one divorce is social media. So if y'all women listening, social media is causing a lot of divorces. So y'all need to get up off that thing. Just saying.
I semi-agree with
I ain't gonna argue that.
I'm just saying.
I semi-agree with that too. But the main point I'm saying is, if you're not 100% ready to get married, don't get married. There's no rush, which is what I said on the last episode. People put a rush for commitment. We've been screwing for 6 months. Okay, we got to be in a relationship. We've been together for a year. Okay, we got to get married. We've been married for 2 years. Okay, we got to have a baby. People put too much time frames on something that's so big that it's supposed to last forever. So my advice to this young lady and to everybody that's watching, there is no timetable on when a person's supposed to get married. That person has to be ready to be married. And you can only be ready to be married through your spiritual life. You have to talk to yourself, talk to God. You have to go through mental health. You got to figure out the past traumas that you had with your last baby mama or whatever, and you got to get past that. You got to figure out why you keep cheating on everybody you've been with and get past that. You can't get married to somebody for the rest of your life knowing that you have a problem with infidelity, knowing you have a problem with money, knowing you have a problem with lying, knowing you have a problem with, you got to fix that stuff. Because if you don't, it's going to show its head in marriage, and that's why people get divorced.
And I want to say 100% agreement with that. There's no time limit on marriage, right? Mm-hmm. Guess what? That time limit don't mean it got to be 5 years, and it don't mean it can't be a year.
Yeah, I agree. That's true.
You can't say it take 10 years.
I agree.
You can't knock somebody who's saying a year I'm ready to get it done, because it is some successful marriages. It was together in 1 year, and it still stands in the test of trial.
Yeah.
Because me and my wife, 1 year we got married. We've been together 13 years.
Shout out, sis.
So I'm just saying. You can't.
But you know what? A lot of people, when you get it, I feel it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm like, I think a lot of times everybody got shit. I'm cutting my crazy. I think people forget that when marriage is a bond between the best version of themselves. And a lot of times people be so in their own head thinking they have to do it together. A marriage is so you don't have to do like people get so like, I gotta do this, I gotta figure this out. You don't always gotta figure out life like this. And a lot of times people, like, one of the biggest things I learned is, first of all, marriage is the number one route to generational wealth is a marriage, a couple, a team working together. Corporations have a board for a reason. They have so like, I think a lot of times people get stuck on all that little bitty things. Oh, I got hurt by this person, or I got $20 this week. Money gonna come and go. Your health gonna change. You're gonna get fat, you're gonna get skinny. But when you make a decision every day that I want this person to be my person because I know this person is gonna have it, because they have the best intentions for themselves, they're gonna make sure I'm straight. You always gonna be good. But people be too busy thinking about themselves and not thinking about the team. That's why marriage is. That's why people cheat. That's when money is a problem. That's when lying happens. Because if I want to make sure I have a good life, and I say this person is going to be the person to make sure my life is good, we're going to be straight. That's why that show like Marriage at First Sight. I don't gotta love you to make sure to love you, because I know that I want to make sure we have a great life together. So I'm going to work every day with us. You're my person. We want to make this work. And when people start thinking about themselves and that selfishness, that's why divorce. That's why social people was cheating. Money was fucked up on social media. People studying on social media. It's because people are selfish and they forget about the team. We were made. We want to go biblical. We were made to be a team. We were made in a pair. You know what I'm saying? So like people forget that. Not just.
I like that. I like that.
All right. So,
shout out to Siobhan.
We're going to wrap it up, which is a good point. I think everybody had great points on here. You know, the overall to this letter is just, I feel you shouldn't rush it if you're not ready. You know, don't If you know you working a minimum wage job and you got a lot of bills, don't go get a car note for $500 you can't afford. You see what I'm saying? You got to be ready for that type of commitment. You feel me?
Indeed.
All right, so we about to get ready to sign up out of here. Whew, this is a hot show. I need another drink. I want to thank everybody, man, for rocking with us. Be sure to follow us, TOTB Sports Show on YouTube, at TOTB the Dopest on IG, TOTB 2020 at TikTok, and Grind. Where can they find you?
Man, at Holy Ground on IG, TOTB_show on YouTube, Holy Ground on YouTube, and on Facebook.
You know it. Scholar.
Black_IG, Black_TikTok.
There it is. Chris, one more time, where can they find you, bro?
747 Shields on IG and TikTok.
Love it. Thanks again for coming, bro.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
My man, T-Mac, where can they find you?
T-Mac 24.
There it is. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
He home.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Captain Controversial, where can they find you?
Moolah Monster Collection on Instagram, moolahmonster.com. Check me out.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
Thank y'all.
This guy here.
Let's turn up. Let's turn up. Let's turn up.
I'm Reggie moving forward. You can find me at the NASSOCIETY. Just call me RMF or Reggie moving forward on Facebook. We will see y'all next episode. Thank you, everybody. Let's give a hand clap to our audience. We will see y'all next time. Be sure to follow us. And with that, we are
Thinking outside the box.
See y'all next time, man.
See, things have come to head. Time out for scare. You scared we out today. Follow us down Courage Lane. They cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefing on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicate and rage. Not intoxicating tragic.
Welcome to the INDE Network, your one-stop shop for all your production needs. You now have a venue space. You now have a video and photo editing suite. You now have a music studio. You now have a meeting room and a screening room. Get to INDE now. Independent Network, where real indies can be independent.